Welcome to another video. I'm Max from Mull To Some, Mull and Run, Mull 7, Mull 6, Mull To None, and today I've got another video for you. This time we're going to give Spelltable a shot with my first OVS recordings in attempts to pick a deck for me to take to the tournament that I'm hosting on August the 6th at Gulf Ballarat. I'm struggling to pick between my Jeskai Vadrok Apex of Thunder deck, which attempts to do some mutate shenanigans, the Jeskai intuition piles, and more often than not just cast a bunch of stuff out of my graveyard, or at least storm off and then win the game. It's got all the Jeskai good stuff, but it runs a bit more on the non-human side, so you're not really seeing stuff like Esper Sentinel, so there's some interesting creature choices synergistically with my commander, and there's a bit of self-mill as well. And my other deck is Forest Polymorph Rograkh Ardenn. Realistically, it's a Godo deck plus white. Bit of a strange one, very turbo. Both decks typically have a going off turn, so I need to really decide on the one that I'm actually taking to the tournament, and hopefully pick up little changes that I might need to do in playtesting them. So I'm going to be doing 2 games in the Australian cEDH Discord. In this pod, I've got Min, Griffs, and Strix. In this first game, I'm going to be playing Vadrok. Starting this game, I should have asked my opponents to record their hands such that I can do this little discussion part, so I only have the data of the hand that I kept. I mulliganed twice. I kept my 6. In that 7, I saw Lion's Eye Diamond, a Soul Ring, Command Tower, a Solve the Occasion, Plateau, and a Curse Totem, but I bottomed the Curse Totem because going up against a bunch of decks that don't care about activated abilities on the field. Yuriko's Ninjutsu trigger isn't affected by Curse Totem because, you know, she's a card and not necessarily a creature when she's ninjutsuing it. It's a little weird, but I put it to the bottom because it's least impactful in comparison to these other ones. Next in turn order is Min, playing a Gruul somewhat turbo list. I think it can go turbo, based heavily off of Rebel Sun's recent Etali video. So it wins with Food Chain and getting a bunch of mana and casting Etali over and over, cast everything out of everyone's deck, or getting enough mana and converting Etali into that massive indestructible pseudo-infect creature and smashing him for face. Next in turn order is Griffs playing the Gitrog monster. Gitrog monster is a bit of a scary one. For those who have played cEDH a bit, it can just win out of nowhere, provided it's got a discard outlet. It can then bin lands whenever it wants, triggering the Gitrog's abilities to draw a land whenever a land hits the graveyard, regardless if it's battlefield or hand. And say with stuff that has dredge, notably Dakamore Salvage, a land, whenever they have it hit the graveyard, they'll then draw a card. It's a bit scary with both discard outlets and dredge, so it's something to look out for. In 4th position is Strix, one of the best Yuriko players I've ever played against. Main reason I'm fearful is he is not only big on the Yuriko cEDH Discord, he is riding the primer for Yuriko, and it is equivalent in size to War and Peace. If I was to be a Yuriko player and I've read that primer that he's making, I'd know what to have for breakfast for the next days. I'd have my whole life out. I'd have a clairvoyant epiphany. So yeah, I'm a little bit scared. So yeah, let's jump into the game.
See a randomized player order.
Oh wait, I need to roll for Mind Goblin.
You do that 3 times.
Okay.
Anyways, I'll roll for Mind Goblin. 2, 3, and a 16.
Doing my free mulligan.
This is fine.
Free mulligan it is. I think there was a
Go to
card.
6.
There was a batch of cards that uniquely Vadrok abuses.
Yeah, Chef's Kiss.
Oh, I don't know about that
Chef's
one.
Kiss is a really bad copy spell from Modern Horizons 2, and it wins the game with just Vadrok. It's a 1-card win con.
Really? Oh, I'm in 4th position. It's not my problem.
Also, how does Chef's Kiss work with Vadrok?
So pretty much, you have a non-human, you cast Vadrok targeting the non-human, you Chef's Kiss, that'll attempt to reassign it onto a permanent that isn't yours, but mutate can only target your creatures. It can't change the targets, the copy then enters mutates, doing a Vadrok trigger. That Vadrok trigger casts
copy is
copying
Chef's Kiss
Vadrok
again,
on the
yep.
stack, and then now there's 2 Vadrok mutates, then 3, then 4, then 5.
So that's infinite storm count?
Yeah, and infinite casts of anything in your graveyard.
And control targets for all the
Damn.
I'll keep
Oh.
2nd 7.
I'll
It's
put
just a lot of words.
that to the bottom.
I'll keep the first 7.
I'll keep my 6.
Alright, everyone good?
Yeah, I think the only thing good from the last.
Pre-game actions. I have this gemstone, exile this very pretty Carplusan Forest.
With drawing for turn. I will play a command tower and tap that for a Soul Ring. I'll then cast a Lion's Eye Diamond. Pass.
Man,
Draw for turn.
your hand is scuffed.
Oh.
You're just like casually sitting there like, every other Sunday night. It's
Ancient
not,
Tomb?
dude. Your hand is nuts.
Tap this for Wild Growth on Ancient Tomb. Tap it for 3. Manglehorn.
Ah, do the needful.
Enters the battlefield. What do you think? Is it Soaring or is it LED? I think it's Soaring, right?
It's LED, I think, for sure.
You think so? Other hands like 3, right?
I have 4 cards in hand.
Yeah, it's Sol Ring. It's Sol Ring.
Yeah, Soaring.
It's Sol Ring. You're right. I was wrong.
Well, I'll pass the turn after that.
Forest and Birds of Paradise.
Draw for turn. Play Verdant Catacombs. Rack, grab a Watery Grave. Drit.
I'm kind of scared.
Why?
Doomsday, maybe?
Doomsday.
Turn 1 Doomsday would be baller as fuck.
It would be.
Doomsday's trash. And...
No response to
I'll cast a Universal Automaton.
and it's tapped.
Cast a Signal Pest.
Enters tap.
It's tapped!
I will play a Chrome Mox. Alexel enters Infinite here. Pass.
Untap. LED doesn't have like a tap in its cost, which is a little weird, but tap this command tower for red, and I'm gonna cast Faithless Lid. All good?
Yep.
Draw 2. Discard a Plateau for sure. Solve the equation. Land for turn. I will play Volcanic Island. Cast a Lotus Petal, which of course enters tapped.
That one does need a tap.
That one does. The funny thing is, I drew this for turn, and when I was like, oh, this one doesn't need a tap activation, I'm like, I should have shut up. And yeah, I'll pass.
Untap, draw. 1, 2, take 2, 3, 2 colorless, and 2 green floating. Channel all of that into a Court of Calling. X's 2.
You can get your Collector Roof.
Dockside.
The artifacts enter tapped in general?
Your opponent's control.
Oh, damn.
Anyway, so what was the number 5? I'll play a Guy's Cradle for 10.
Holy shit, man.
2 mana, 3 for 5, 6, 7. Etali. Resolves. I will
First.
exile first, which is a deflecting sword.
Silver.
So you exile non-land.
Okay, Nolan card Sylvan Library.
Imperial Recruiter, do you want another Dockside?
I will cast an Imp Recruiter, Sylvan Library, Silver Fur Master. I'll put Imp Recruiter on stack, then Sylvan Library, Silver Fur Master, Deflecting Sword, targeting Imp Recruiter, I guess. So, resolves, goes graveyard, Silver Master, Sylvan Library, and then Imp Recruiter enters the battlefield. I will go search again. Ewit, maybe? I'll keep that in mind. Squee, maybe?
Is this a deck tour? Or is it an Imp Recruiter?
Hey, if he casts
why not
Etali
both?
enough, it's a deck tour of our decks as well.
Food shade me harder.
I'll get Ewit,
And
and I'll pass the turn.
on top from Undergrowth Stadium. I hope I have 2 opponents. I don't know how we're feeling right now. I think we have one.
No,
but-
there's
I think we
Scoop
just
right
got
now.
one.
Now's the time to concede if you want to nerf him.
Rogue. Play second lane for turn. Chaos.
Untap, upgate, roll a turn. I will move to combat. See if we can get some answers for this Etali, eh? I will swing. No, what? This has no power, huh? Yeah, it's going to be Signal Pest over at. I'll swing this at Min and the 2-1 over at Max, I think, because no blockers.
Clear no blocks.
Yep. no
Okay,
worries.
I'll do the thing. Particular damage. It'll take 1 and Max will take 2. First trigger. Huh, Lindell's Vault. Everyone's gonna take 2. Alright, here we go. It's a land. Womp womp. I will play Golden Tarn. Rack's Golden Tarn. Grab an island. Tap said island to play a Signal Pest. And say go.
Untap. Proceed to draw. All good?
Yep.
Sweet. Yippee. Play an island. I'll tap this for a blue and a red. I like your style. Dockside.
Oh, that was pretty good.
Dockside on side. Gonna cast a Nature's Claim target your Sylvan Library.
It's a good choice.
I'll gain 4 life.
So how much overall is it?
5 in total.
5 tapped treasures. This is
If
so sad. Guess I'll pass after that.
Untap, draw. Play Stomping Ground, and I'll pay 2 life. Tap this for 3 again. Take 2.
Please, no.
Use the green, colorless green. I'll cast Ewit. Ewit will get me back Court of Calling. Then I'll tap this for 6. 1 floating.
Can we all just like take a moment and like acknowledge how lucky we are that blinks aren't in Gruul?
Cast Mana Crypt. 8/9. Pay 2 life. Transform Etali. I would like to move to combat. Oh, who am I scared of?
Take me out.
Cards in hand, everyone.
3.
1.
I got 4.
Yeah, Strix, I'm gonna attack you with Etali.
I got nothing.
11.
GG.
I'll pass the 10 after that.
I realized a mistake last turn, but we both missed it. I played a Mana Crypt and there was a Mangle.
Oh,
shit.
right, yeah.
So we both
No one,
missed it.
no one caught it, so.
Yeah, I'll keep. Sacrifice 6 forests. Then we'll go to draw step.
Suddenly a clock on the table.
I finally got to kill someone with Etali.
Yeah. I think you've been watching too much Rebel.
I have to do this now and try and find an outlet. I'm going to cast Oblivion.
Oh, alright, sure.
Any responses?
There's so much I want to say, but I'm just, I'm just enjoying the show.
Mm.
Look at it this way: there is a reality where you draw into the win con, but it might be something that Max risks here because
Yes.
you might get an answer for Etali potentially.
Yes.
Possibly. The thing is, in my hand, it cares. It might deal with that, but I'll regret this. I will pass priority.
I will also pass priority.
I think it's correct.
Yeah, discarding the first.
Yeah.
Trigger.
Have to tweak it.
Look, maybe I have been watching too much Rebel.
Mm.
One colour's floating off the mana group.
There's this like unbiased channel called Mull To None. They're like really good.
It'll be insecure.
God.
It'll be insecure.
Well, that's scary, but I can't do anything about that.
I'm digging. Anyway, this is good. Sacrifice this land. Target Gitrog. I like to discard this bone music. I like to take the damage. I like to cast reanimate target the bone music.
Oh wait.
Paying to fight, but
I don't have enough. I don't have enough mana for my response. I've just come to realize that. How many cards in hand do you have, Griffs?
I have 2 cards.
Wow. Okay. Yikes.
I have 1 mana card. It's colorless.
Go ahead.
I'd like to discard this noxious removal. Let's draw a card.
Yep.
Does that mean he
Like that
breaks on
lets him
creatures?
dig.
I
Yes.
break on creatures. I'd like to sacrifice this land to target the bone music.
Yep. But also, he just gets to dig so much right now. Unless he drew like 2 creatures in a row right now. Holy shit!
Holy shit!
Holy
Holy shit!
That's crazy.
That's crazy as well.
It is.
That's a brick city.
Oh my god.
I have 36 lands in this deck. This is kind of sad right now.
That is actual insanity.
Might as well sing in 10 of the Etali.
I'll chump with the dockside.
Yeah. Discard, yeah, create a zombie. Create a zombie. And then we will pass.
Sweet. Alright, I will untap my 5 treasures. Draw a card.
Couldn't this be earlier?
Use 3 lands and 1 treasure. Mutate Vadrok onto dockside.
Yep.
Holding priority. Use 3 more treasures. Chef's Kiss.
Oh, I should have gotten the goddamn deflecting spot.
So, Chef's Kiss copies Vadrok. There's a Vadrok mutate on the stack, so there's one, the original one, that's attempting to target dockside. Chef's Kiss gains control of this, copies Vadrok, tries to reassign it, but I can only mutate onto creatures I control. That then enters and mutates. Chef's Kiss is already in the bin at this point. Mutate
Trigger. You may cast target non-creature card with converted mana cost 3 or less from your graveyard or planes mana cost triggers. Start casting Chef's Kiss, copying Vadrok on the stack. Same deal happens this time. It now has 2 lines of text that say whenever this creature mutates, you may cast target non-creature card with converted mana cost. So the first one will be Fatal Sealing, and the other one will be Chef's Kiss. Draw 2. Discard those 2. Do it again. Draw the 2. Discard. They're both non-creature. Do it again. Discard Rograkh and Mana Crypt. Not Rograkh.
I'll put my library into the bin. Continuing this. And then with one of them, then casting Underworld Breach.
I think everyone's already conceded, right?
Well, I'm
Shimmer,
conceded.
and then go dual caster Heat Shimmer, and then I like overrun you. Sorry, I should probably put a Thassa's in here.
As after one more round, or is that? No, that's. But
Yeah, I'd be keen for one more.
Fine, a
Okay.
quick one. A quick one.
I mean, like, you can resist to see if I get in last position 6 times in a row, right?
Yeah, I can't. I
we're
want to see
aiming
this.
for the 6th. We're aiming for the 6th time in a row.
As you can all hear us begrudgingly say we'll go into a second game, I switch decks to Rograkh and Polymorph. However, I encounter some audio issues in which I can't hear my opponents, and that's within the footage itself, but my opponents can hear me. So I fiddle with my audio settings, and that problem inverts itself, where I can hear my opponents but they can't hear me. However, they're under the assumption that they can hear me, but I can't hear them. So in this, they think I'm pretending to be silent, yet in this footage, there's absolutely no audio from me whatsoever. There's just audio from them. So that leads to this little funny moment that is somewhat salvageable from that entire long game that I'd like to call the silent silence.
He's saying, what the
To
fuck
go
is he
tap,
saying?
to go tap. Silence in response to color control.
Is he in fast forward, or is that actually his hand?
I'm not sure.
Look how fast it is! What the fuck? Wait, I think he can hear us. I swear that's a Max thing to do.
Gitrog.
In response to culling, right? Yeah, it is, obviously.
Yes, I'm assuming yes.
Yeah.
Thumbs up if yes.
I'm dead.
Gonna type this is bullshit.
Yeah, something, yeah.
Also, why aren't we using the fucking Discord to make him type?
Yeah, that's true.
Max, you realize you can just talk through Spelltable, right?
Go.
You can hear me now, can't you? Yeah? Yeah? Ouch. Yeah, you can... Can you do a circle, like an OK pass symbol, if you can hear me? I'm talking through Spelltable. Yeah, you can hear me, yeah. So it's just your Discord glitched out. Everyone mute in Discord, maybe. We'll just talk through Spelltable.
Alright. Oh no, he's muted on Discord, yeah.
So yeah, that was a little abstraction, and I think I'm actually going to go with Vadrok. I'm going to make some changes to the deck list and make it tournament ready. As a result of those two games, I understand the Rograkh Ardenn one wasn't fully captured. I've decided to actually stick with Vadrok. Esper Sentinel, in my meta at least, people are paying, and it is human, so it's not even a Vadrok target. So I'm going to be taking Esper Sentinel out, just for testing, and we'll see how it goes in the tournament. I'm struggling to decide between Dreadhorde Arcanist and Curse Totem. Both have been on the chopping block for a little bit. Curse Totem can sometimes do nothing, but it absolutely hoses green players. And I like that. I'm a stacks player at heart, so playing a Storm deck without having one stacks card in it, many of my friends will say, Max, when are you going to play a deck that isn't stacks related? So for that reason, I gotta hold up appearances. So I'll actually take out the Dreadhorde Arcanist in its place. To finalize the changes made, it is Dreadhorde Arcanist and Esper Sentinel out, and cEDH Octopus and Thassa's Oracle in. So this deck list, alongside the deck list used by Griffs, Min, and Strix, will all be in the description for you to both view, and honestly, we'd love it if you tested it out and gave us some feedback on some of these decks. I'll be making these changes in paper as well and taking that to the tournament on August 6th. Hopefully these changes I've made will actually be somewhat material. Thanks for joining me on another video of Mull To None. It means a lot. And if you can, make sure you like and subscribe itself. It really helps a lot. Currently, I think we're sitting on like about 6%, 6-5% subscribed. Yeah, we'd love to continue to keep pumping out videos, podcasts, in-person games, Spelltable games. There's a bunch of different communities out there, notably for this video, the Australian cEDH Discord that we thoroughly recommend you get yourself connected with, because you can get games in with people that you're yet to know, and I've made some friends as a result. And yeah, hope to see you soon in the Guff Ballarat tournament video. Bought a chest harness recently. We'll have some point of view shots, which could be interesting, some of the games itself, and yeah, provided there's enough players, or at least there's a spot for me to play as a player within the tournament and not sit out as a TO. I'll have some footage for you with Vadrok in itself, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.